Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. Breaking news, is DLC5 confirmed? Not quite. Okay, let's hold our horses and talk about the evidence. Earlier this evening, a load of people started simultaneously tweeting me all at once, and they were all saying the same thing. Milo, DLC5's been confirmed, mate. And I was like, what? Are you out of your mind? It turns out that, in short, what has happened is a website seems to be listing something that people are presuming to be DLC5 early to try and attract pre-orders, and it's supposedly and allegedly and purportedly the first proper reference to a DLC5 in terms of being sold to consumers that we have actually seen thus far, and therefore would prove that DLC5 exists if those allegations and purportations were correct. Now here's the thing, okay? I went on the people's tweets that were tweeting me saying, Milo, DLC5 confirmed, oh my god. And I looked at the page that is listing this supposed DLC5, and you can go on the website, it's called mixup.com, and that's no surprise because this has definitely been a bit of a mix-up in my opinion. But it's called mixup.com. You go on there, it's a Mexican website, it's mixup.com.mx, okay, Mexican website. You go on it, and they have a Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies item listed for sale. They have an advance price listed right now of 79 Mexican pesos, which is essentially $4, $5, something like that. So it's basically the price that you would pay if you wanted to pre-order a game, but you didn't want to put the full price down. Instead, you just sort of put a little bit of money down in advance, and you are guaranteed a copy of it when it comes out. The problem that I have with this is that DLC5 is DLC. It's not going to be a disc. If DLC5 is DLC, then we're not going to need an advance. We're not going to need some kind of prepayment to pay for a DLC. That's not how it works. So either we are completely wrong about DLC5 and it's actually going to be a disc full of zombies maps, or this is already looking rather fishy, okay? Let's go further. The bit of red text on the page for one of the actual copies of this Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies thing that they're supposedly selling says, Este producto se distribuirá a partir de 30/7/2017. Which essentially means the release date of this item should be the 30th of July, 2017. Which, in my opinion, would be a really interesting time for a DLC5. Really interesting. I don't think that that necessarily debunks this whole thing, nor does it really add to it, but it's an interesting time. I'd love for DLC5 to release then if it were real, because I'd be done with exams, I'd actually be able to make some damn videos on the thing, but that's a side point, okay? 30th of July is the alleged time of distribution, the alleged time of release. But before we go any further, we need to talk about the extremely poorly created and egregious Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies 3 cover art mess, okay? They've got the Resurrection background here with the Call of Duty Black Ops 1 font and logo, okay, that's the Black Ops 1 text with some stock PNG blood behind it, and then the zombies from Black Ops 3, and a 3 that I think they've stolen from somebody's YouTube video. Like, seriously, this cover looks awful. The zombie is not centered, the text looks bad, it's a mess. This is not a real cover, obviously. And so, we have to ask ourselves, is this just something that they have made themselves to use as a placeholder because of the fact that DLC5 isn't confirmed yet, and as such there's no art for them to use that is official, so they've whipped something up of their own? Is that what's going on? Or are they trying to hype people up for something else that's a pre-order item coming out in July? I'm a bit lost on this one, honestly. I don't think that this is the confirmation of DLC5 that we have all been waiting for. I just don't think that it is. The fact that they've not mentioned DLC anywhere, as far as my Spanish can tell me, on this page, means that I'm a little bit skeptical that this is indeed even a DLC at all, let alone DLC5, okay? They've got Black Ops 3 listed on their site, they haven't got any other DLC listed on their site, so why would they be listing this? I mean, it's just a bit weird, man. It's just a little bit strange. They might have other DLC on the site, by the way, but on the Black Ops 3 page that I was looking at, there was Call of Duty Black Ops 3, the Hardened Edition, etc., but there wasn't any other DLC specifically apart from this. So, I mean, ultimately, I think that we need to hold our horses. This is interesting because it's the first possible consumer sort of sales-related thing that we've seen. We've seen other confirmations, okay, in the last couple of weeks that I've made videos about, links in the description down below, and I'll have actually a little thing pop up on the screen there as well that you can click on and have a look about what I think is the most satisfying bit of DLC5 evidence so far. It's still a hesitant one, but it's the closest I think that we have come to really nailing it. This, though, I don't think is the confirmation that we're all looking for. As much as it is interesting, it's not the nail in the coffin, for me. So, I've been MrRoflWaffles. Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you found this at all informative, or enjoyable, or you liked my terrible pronunciation earlier on, then leave a like on the video. That would be fantastic. Give us one of those thumbs ups. And I'll see you very soon, I hope, in more Zombies content, because I'm going to be pumping out as much content is required of whether there's DLC5 news or World War II Zombies news or whatever might come on the horizon. So thanks for watching, guys. Like I've said, I've been MrRoflWaffles, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.